It was always about your freedom. It was always about your independence. It's the main point of life. We're actually alive to make choices. In the modern world, in a corrupted world, many people's choices were influenced a certain way, or they were prevented from making free will choices. This process that we've all been through was always about our freedom. Independence. Independent. Carl Jung speaks about the process of individuation. Independence. Each and every one of us go through this psychological shift in our everyday life. Spiritually, we go through the process of ascension. This is going to be one of the most powerful talks that I've ever given, because today represents the collapse of reality. Many things have been hidden. And in quantum physics, you need an observer. And you might look out on TV, you might look out on social media, and you might be looking for something that gives us a finite, definite answer, because there's a lot of confusion. Are we going one way or the other? Is this negative or positive? And the answer is none of it matters. It was always about you and your independence and the great shift that's happening today. I appreciate everyone that's coming in. I'm reading the comments while I'm live on the air. We always have new people coming into the community. And as I'm speaking, I'm so grateful if you hit the like button to push this forward, and you could click subscribe, and I will discuss the videos. You could check them out later. But people right now are speaking about in the comments, maybe feeling very off. Okay, and you're gonna feel off the symptoms in the body. Got a full video waiting for you on the channel page. All animals are able to pick up on vibration and frequency. So it is documented over the course of history, right? Many occurrences when there's a major event, the animals in the area pick up, and they know, and they start acting strange or weird. Maybe you have a beautiful dog or a beautiful cat, and maybe you start to notice that your dog or cat is starting, hey, well, why are they acting so strange? Okay, let me know. You can put a doggy or a cat emoji if you're live, right? So we're all animals. The problem is the humans, they went to the brain and listening to the words. And as Dr. Bruce Lipton has said, you have to feel the energy behind the words. That's why there are people that have casted spells, and there's people on TV that just lie. They lie right to your face. I talk right to your face. How's that? Right? How about we start to live in a world where we live with authenticity, with truth? And that is today as we declare our independence. In the world, right, people have been waiting for a very long time in a post-2020 world. Many years have passed by. And most of the shifts, those that have truthfully taken this journey, most of those shifts have come from inside of you. And those are the only shifts that actually matter. But in your nervous system, I discussed the nervous system on this channel. It's so important. You need to feel safe. And we're looking out on TV. We're looking out into the world. And many people aren't feeling safe. You want to have that finite, where you could actually relax. The tension in your lower back, how many people are feeling tension in their lower back like never before in this past week, really? You're bracing, your lower back, you feel like you're not supported. You might feel like you're not supported by the government, by systems of the world. Is that you? Do you feel like you're not supported by these governments and systems? And as I'm speaking, smash into that like button. Let's get this word out today, because this is our independence. So in our body starts to develop these pains. And if you don't have that feeling of support, your lower back is going to start screaming, right? And your subconscious, you're creating this, and you might even hold water in the midsection to protect yourself because you don't feel safe. You go out in the world and you're feeling all the corrupted systems of the world, and your nervous system is firing. It's firing off. And you don't feel safe. Today we have to declare our freedom. What will you allow? A lot of things occur in our life because we allow it. But when you become non-negotiable, we're in this matrix, if you will. If you stop interacting with things, if you ignore them, like there are people in the world that can't turn the TV off. They can't turn that news off, right? They're addicted to that news. And that keeps feeding that energy. But when everyone all at once stops feeding attention to it, all of a sudden things start to shift. Today we're going to see today. Today is a moment in time where we should be celebrating, right? But many of us are separate right now. We should be coming together, should be representing union, love, right? Togetherness. But when we look in the world, people are having bickerings because of belief systems, right? It's crap in the brain. And I've shared this on the channel, right? It's all about that demented brain, or the subconscious programs of division and what you got on the TV. The illusion collapses completely and the truth becomes undeniable. What have we been watching on the TV in the past 6 years? What has been going on? Anyone? Today, the normies are distracted by noise and surface level expressions of freedom. Today, our everyday lives, we claim our freedom. We don't do surface level here. And this is what we need. We need real men and real women to rise right now, not tomorrow. And let this be the message. Let this be your activation to wake up today. There's people in the world, right? They do all this stuff. It doesn't serve. It's just bread and circus. You have to devise ways. If you're a man, you're a leader, you got to lead your family. You got to make sure you're healthy and strong. There's people out there, they're lining up to buy fireworks and pay taxes on their fireworks for today, but they don't go out and buy organic food for themselves and their children. That's how that's a true act of freedom. Taking back your health and giving the health to your children. Smash the shit out of the like button for this. You're going to see the normies out there, and they're all concerned. They're concerned with the surface level. The surface level expressions of freedom. I speak the truth on this channel, and some people can't handle the truth. But I know that the people that are awake, there's a frustration that's building because God has let us marinate in this frequency. Right? I've been marinating in this frequency for years. No one came to save me. No one came to help me. And I'm just expressing what you went through this as well, brother. You went through this as well, sister. Mic on the mic. Oh, I'm dropping. It's going to be fire today. What is happening right now? We go through a process like a Heinrich metamorphosis. Dissolving on the inside. All of the subconscious programs, the feelings that you had inside, the lack, the limitation, I could never get ahead, you know, gotta have I have to work so hard and have all my hard work taken away from taxes upon taxes. Only what's real is left. And I shared this the other day. It was the quiet men that just wanted to mind their own business. Those quiet men that were pushed and pushed and pushed. These are the sons of God that are rising right now. You will remain restless right now. You feel this, right? It's palpable energy. You will never settle. You can't settle anymore. You can never go back. Your body in the now moment is preparing for a significant shift. You won't see things. You're gonna look for people to give you give us the answer, which I teach on this channel. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Taxes went up again, Ronnie. Another couple hundred out the window, okay? All these things, it's making hardworking people, it's building up that Holy Spirit fire inside. But weak men create tough times. That's why we're in the fourth turning. We're in a time period called the fourth turning, right? Where years ago they put taxes on the T and people went to war, right? Remember that back in the day? And now there's people, they're just scrolling on Instagram and OnlyFans and they ain't doing nothing with their life. Everything is backwards. And a lot of this is the brain rot that you get on the TV and from all of these distractions, from the bread in the circus. Too much bread, too many carbs, right? Didn't they change the pyramid now? The pyramid was upside down. They said, oh, you got to have all the bread. No, we have to become healthy again. And a very significant shift has occurred because going through these changes in our life is very difficult. It's not easy. And there is a point, and the energy term is the hermetic principle of rhythm. We're going to reach this place, and the pendulum goes this far. And you can't stay there anymore, even though your nervous system is wired to keep you the same. This is actually within our nature. This is how our body systems have developed over the centuries, right? Even though your nervous system wants to keep you the same, stay where you are, there is something that is far greater that is brewing inside of you. And this energy is so powerful that the 5% overrides the 95%. A lot of people have been waiting for things, but on our journey, we can't wait no more. It's always about we, the people. And until people actually come together and stop bickering back and forth, and focus your attention, it's the currency of the universe. This change that's happening right now. And it's a big change. Staying the same feels more uncomfortable than changing who you are. I probably just hit the nail on the head. Your nervous system, your body, what's inside of you, staying the same. We usually want to stay the same. But then you're looking around and to stay the same will now be more uncomfortable than you actually making change by your daily actions and deeds. You know, like for example, I teach health and wellness here on this channel. I talk about detoxification and going into fasting. And I'm actually fasting right now. And because I've done this before, I know when to activate it, when to go right into it. Look at that, 369 Tesla numbers, okay? When we get to that place, we know, right, that we can't be the same anymore, right? So for example, I don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to fast or do a watermelon cleanse, right? But there's a time period because we want to eat a certain way, we want to do a certain thing. So our actions and deeds right now, the way that we live our everyday life, as I shared recently, this is a new way of being where we are in the now moment. People don't change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. So all those pains right now, it's exceeding. And now you finally say, you know what? I'm not gonna live in fear anymore. I'm gonna speak. Maybe you're a man or a woman. You never really spoke your truth. You never really spoke, and now you're gonna speak up. I was a quiet guy years ago, right? Just a middle school science teacher, and then I saw the world going to crap. I saw our children being disrespected, and heck, people try to get me to do things to my body, disrespect. I have self-respect, and I stood up against the entire world. Someone's got to hear this message today. You got to rise up from these words. An everyday life man could do it. You could do it. Smash the like button. Let's get 1 million people to hear this today. This is our independence. This is our independence. This is the quantum, absolutely. Elizabeth Empath, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. You're cool, Elizabeth. Thank you for supporting the channel and the work. I appreciate that. Yeah, you got to stand up to bullies. Bullies are actually weak. They have no power. You know, and myself and friends that I've had, we've watched real life examples of this in a post-2020 world. The people that misuse the power, the bullies, they actually have no power. They're weak, and they take advantage. And that's why God has put us all in this refinement process to refine us. Because with great power comes great responsibility, and the everyday life people are now the leaders of. You don't wait for the fake leaders out there. We have a great community here. I have some buddies in the gym, and it's interesting to hear like what certain people are doing to, you know, help the community and prevent certain things from coming into your community. These are the things that we all have to be focusing on, right? And collectively, when we stand, you know, we're not going to tolerate censorship. And the more people that stand on this, you could stand on this message today and push it out. Censorship doesn't affect us when we all stand together. When we all stand together. I see we're in different parts of the live stream. Tara writes, the back is hurting. Yeah, so a lot of people, if you are feeling this intensity inside of your body, that is your signal to know that there is a massive shift that's about to occur, a massive event that's about to occur. Just like the animals run away before the volcano explodes or the earthquake goes off. Or the birds over here, they had the bird watch. All the birds left the area before the hurricane came. These are the changes that are occurring inside, because nothing can stop this. Do you understand? So there is a frustration that builds. And for people that are listening, like if you're listening to this message, it's all frequency. You're tuned in, you could listen to this entire message. You're like, yeah, I'm empowered. You know, people might, get triggered by it, turn it off, right? That's a different frequency. Those people aren't going to make it, right? So I'm talking about the people that are resonant, right? Resonant to this frequency. So you feel frustrated because we are wired as creator beings for progress and growth. And I'm going to help you through this because I went through this, and this is what I have to do in my mind and evaluate what really did progress and grow. Because if you are wired this way and you're looking in the outer world, you know, we could say so many years have been wasted. Here's another quote-unquote fake holiday. A lot of us are alone, and you see another year go by. You know, maybe your work is not exploding onto the scene or whatever. It's not being respected at a certain level. You want to see progress. You want to see growth, but it's kind of been like in a holding pattern. The progress and growth that matters is the progress and growth that has happened inside. Because the inner world needs to change first, and then the outer world changes. You know, I've shared this before, 7 years ago when I did my very first video. We'll be headed towards a very powerful celebration very soon here on this channel. Click subscribe today. I could not do this when I did my first video. Okay, I use it as a teaching tool now. It look like in headlights. So over time, there has to be more and more growth that's occurring. And then after we're refined, after a while, then God releases and certain things connected. But ultimately, you had to change the internal frequency to become a frequency match to those things. And one of those things are togetherness and not being in the ego. And that's when we all focus this and say, push this out and push this energy out all together, all at once. We create what's called a constructive interference wave. And the whole fake world collapses. And it could happen overnight. And it will happen overnight. Today we will see if things have been done, or is it going to be more of the same? Is it going to be more of the dragged out, the more of this, and then you're going to rise. You're going to learn today. Sharon Shrum, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy 250th 4th of July. I love y'all, Our Everyday Lives family. We got this. Just keep going. I appreciate that very much. Golden Lioness, I love you. Thank you so much. Do not wait to be the change and lead from the heart. The lions lead from the heart. We need the lion hearts blowing up the chat right now. I appreciate you. Love you. So there are people, and the frustration that you feel inside when you're not progressing, we don't think the world is we're not seeing it in the outer world. Very deep channel. If you're here, okay, you click subscribe. You got to understand the depths of this. We don't see it in the outer world, but things are happening in the subconscious for your level, and then in the collective of humanity for the United States, that's on the brink of collapse. When you look out in the surface level, but what is happening in the subconscious? What is happening behind the scenes? What's happening behind the scenes is more important. Because that is what is ever, because awareness, right, is irreversible. Today, through one way or the other, right? I reshared that video in the posts. Okay, you go to the channel page, anyone that's new. Last night I reshared it. One way or the other, it will be revealed. And then you move forward accordingly. And that's why in our lives, we have to take ownership of who we are and focus on what we can be in control of, and really focus on becoming 1% better every single day. That it's not, growth is not a straight line. I just shared I'm in a state of fasting right now. You might lose a little bit of weight. But over the course of time, when you fast, and there are a lot of internal changes that are happening in the gut and in the lower back. And this is really riveting everyone in this community. And I see a lot of people that are just feeling this right now. So we lean into this, we assist it. Like for example, I got my lemon water right now, and I'll see how it is later in the day, if I will continue to maybe do the watermelon cleanse another day, because we want to assist it along, we want to assist the process. But there are too many people in the world that are actually pushing against the process of growth. Pushing against the process of revelation. I'll wait. The teacher in you never goes away. I'll wait. I'll wait. All right. There's many people in a post-2020 world. We all had different backgrounds, and we're all coming together, and we're taking our unique skills, and we're applying those unique skills to building the new earth, restructuring the country, wherever it is. We're a global community, but a lot of people have seen that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the United States right now, right? And many people never saw the light of day because they were watching mainstream news for their whole life. They have no clue. That's interesting, Turple. So the frustration builds, and you probably are saying, I say it too, how many years can be wasted? And as I shared, the way that life is functioning, and we're in the quickening. I mean, time is not how it used to be. So you will not age if you go through this process. And anyone that is experiencing, wow, time is, it's amazing. We are way past the halfway. We're not way past. We are now past the halfway point of the year. We're closer to the end. Think about this right now. So if you're new, I'm going to stop a second here. We are closer to the end of the year than the new year that just felt like it just happened. We're in the quickening. Hit the like button so people hear this message. Get this very powerful YouTube channel. How does that make you feel? I just said that. We are closer to the end of this year than we are to the beginning. It feels like it just happened. It feels like it just happened. So when this time is speeding up, we have to change, and we have to change our frequency, and our actions and deeds need to coincide with the changes. Okay, the chat is blowing up right now, speeding up. Jen writes, okay. Joe writes, quick year. Yeah, time flies. So, and comment that down below. So, do you want life to pass you by? And that's really what I focus on this channel. I've watched so many men and women throw their lives away because they're doing, life is short, ladies and gentlemen. Life is short. Yeah, maybe refresh. You hear me, right? 555 if you hear me. We're live, so we always have these glitches, and I read. And then some people, we're all connected to the internet. Everyone is, and some people have certain glitches that are going on. Okay? So start living your everyday life. And, when you're set aside, God might set you aside, and I have my own frustrations. And I say, how much more of the life can be wasted? We could be spending days having fun, having a real relationship, building communities of friends, and not narcissists stabbing each other in the back, talking about each other in the workplace or in the gym locker room. What a disgrace many people are in this society. How about we get some love here? How about we get some likes on this video for truth? So these concepts, the psychological processes that are going on within people, this is playing out in the world. And that's why you're seeing more and more people rise with strength. You are going to see it. These people rising up with strength right now. And you'll see the narcissists lash out uncontrollably. Right? I'm able to take the pulse of society. I'm a world famous content creator, both here and on Facebook and other platforms. But those are my two main platforms that we're growing every single day. And the video that I posted, people are losing their minds, the narcissists, and how the empaths are right. That video is exploding right now. Many people are you witnessing narcissists lose their minds right now? Yesterday, and I usually, it comes in as waves. Everything is a wave, right? So like, who watches the channel is a wave. I'm always observing, It's all the quantum. It's all frequency, right? Yesterday I had a rise, had an uptick of nastiness, a couple of nasty. Again, they're few and far between. I'm grateful for all the beautiful comments, but this is how I understand, and I see this shaking that come, and people they can't control themselves. Social media, they hide, they hide like the narcissist that hides in the darkness. But what has been hidden in the darkness about the systems of the world, the governments of the world? What has been hidden in the darkness? Anyone? So just like that narcissist can't hide they want to hide in their mother's basement behind a computer screen. They don't go actually out into the community and build a community, right? And a lot of people know about these ways. So look at the systems in that narcissistic energy. So these things that have been hidden in the dark, they are coming to the light of Christ. So none of this can exist anymore, because awareness is irreversible. So many people have become aware in a post-2020 world. It is irreversible. You can't go back. That's why nothing can stop this, because once people have awakened, they can't go back to sleep. Some people are forced to go to sleep by watching the news and all of the the chemicals to make you numb. Do a detox cleanse. I was called to really focus on the detox and focus on you. And don't focus on impressing. And let me talk to my men for a second here. Don't be focused on impressing no modern woman crap, bro. Stay focused on yourself. The true divine feminine will love you, right? And I see, because I'm very active in the gym, and I see a lot of these beta males. They do all these things. I'm focused on me. So right now, if I got to focus on my detox cleanse, people got to love you for you, bro. And if they don't love you for you, get them the heck out of your life real fast. This is, you have to be strong. You have to be strong. And you are strong with a strong woman who was supposed to be the backbone of the family, and that's why they attacked the woman. And I spoke about this in a very powerful video, how mainstream media put the demented crap in the brain of the woman in the United States. Did you notice this? You could hit that violet flame if you're the divine feminine in the chat. So this is what the family unit or any type of, even a regular relationship, anything, or friendships. There was something in this world, and again, it is influenced by the way of the systems of the world. Everyone was trying to get ahead, take advantage of. But those things that are not built from the heart space, right? We got to be focused on this heart space right now. We got to be and this is our independence. We all have our frustrations, but that healthy anger, as Dr. Gabor has said, is about our immune system. And it's incredible. Winter Lion knows the answer, 777. Look at that. Beautiful numbers here. You have to find balance, Midge. You have to find peace. What is Vavid Cats? Speak up. I don't know if it's a troll or not, but that person had to be subscribed for 20 minutes. So I watch the humans. I study the humans, right? So, and I've shared this before. There's people that they spend their life force energy. We actually we lost our number one troll in this event last night. I got to the place. We had a troll here on this channel, and this story speaks a little bit about me. Alice the troll. Over 100 comments on my channel. Over 100 comments on my channel. That's true love, right? That's true worship. I had to block Alice the troll. It was getting out of control yesterday. It just kept coming in and coming in. It's one thing for a person to show up every day and leave you a trolling comment, but something has hit this earth that is rocked the narcissists, and I had to block. So, and that, I'm just teaching a little bit about myself. I give people enough rope to, you understand, and 100. I hope you watch my channel and comment on the next 100 consecutive videos. Can you click subscribe if you're new? Do you like this story? So we had to lose Alice. We lost Alice last night. She couldn't stop writing the negative comments. I've been, I've been playing along for a while. I love the comments. So so this energy, we had to say goodbye to Alice last night. We had to block her because she couldn't stop. So hey, listen, if you love to troll, I love your comment. I love your worship. Okay, make sure you watch the whole video though, because a lot of you have embarrassed yourself because you didn't actually. I see people. I say this person, like, they didn't even listen to the video. So in our lives, this country needs to be built with strong men and strong women. And what I do is I get real men to rise up. I get the divine feminine to actually be the divine feminine and not modern woman garbage. Okay? This is what we do here. And today we have to rise up. And you will never find a successful person, right? You will never find a successful person spending their day trolling in the comment. How much time how much time is going to be wasted in your life? This is where, when this country is on, it's on life support right now, this country, right? When everyone is focused like a laser beam and actually doing work, it's not weakness, it's strength. It's the lions, it's not hyenas. Hyenas that are worried about drama. And I see this and and I don't partake in this stuff. And I see this, and the people will go back and forth, and I have these big followings, and I'm like, dude, you're wasting so much time. Go and focus your attention on becoming 1% better every single day. Period. The end. Period. The end. I'm focused on me. I focus within my own community, right? Because and by doing so, it's a constant positive feedback loop. You're constant coming back in. They might be. It might be. Listen, there's weird AI that's roaming the internet as well, right? There's a lot of weird stuff that is. We're in quantum chaos, and there are people that are coming on and off your. Oh wait. There are people coming on and off your timeline. There are people that are malfunctioning. You ever see an NPC malfunction in person? It's wild, dude. Yeah. You ever see the Krispy Kreme glaze? You ever see that? Anyone? Anyone see Krispy Kreme? Does anyone eat Krispy Kreme? I had Krispy Kreme years ago. I won't eat that now. There's a lot of energy right now. Okay, the chat is exploding right now. A lot of people have seen that look. Okay, you're going to see the behaviors. You have to be the warrior. You have to be the light warrior. And when you go out into the world, I'm here to tell you, do not judge a book by its cover. Go to the energies. There are people that are going to claim to be patriots. They're full of crap. There are going to be people that claim to be spiritual. They're full of crap. It's time for the truth. It's time for the kings and queens. It's time for the real leaders to rise. Do you understand? Today, you have to declare your own Independence Day. I do not consent. I'm here today at this level because I didn't consent. You have to have free will. And one of the, very deep psychologists have spoke about this over the years. One of the most important things in life, the reason why we're alive, is to have choice. Do you understand this? There's people that live their life without any choice, and they're not choosing from their heart. Oh, because I have to. Oh, and this is how free will is manipulated. Free will is the law of the universe. We're bringing back God's laws today. Smash the like button for that. We're bringing God's laws back today. Free will is the law of the universe. Now, free will has been manipulated. Some people still have, really, they use their own free will, but through guilt and shame, your free will choice was manipulated. And some people's free will was manipulated because, maybe they couldn't get a job. They couldn't feed their family. There has to come a time, an internal shift that hits the people, both the American people and the people of the world. And you got to say no more. You got to say no more to this. You got to say save our children. You got to embody these things. But many people in the world, it's just the way of the world. They're in the ego. And they don't actually care. They put on a performance. They put on a spiritual performance, right? I was talking to a friend before. She was watching the World Cup. I said, did the mothership show up to abduct all the players off, like the spiritual woman that has all the millions of followers? Oh my God, they're gonna abduct it's all this drama, it's all this crap, right? It's all BS, man. It's all bread and circus, man. And you have to get to this place where I am, and I wasn't here anymore. And because you say, oh, you got to be nice to everyone. No, you have to be authentic, brother. You have to be, leaders lead. And in order to lead, you have to be authentic. Not walking on eggshells. This is our freedom. This is our freedom. Oh, that was a good crack. Yeah, no, so it's a powerful day. There's a lot of frustration because we have been sitting in this and marinating in this for quite some time. What you allow plays a big role into what continues on in your life. What will you allow? And I teach quantum manifestation on this channel. You click subscribe if you truthfully want to manifest without the low functioning, law of attraction stuff. Okay, I have the real stuff here. You click subscribe. You must become non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. I told you a long time ago, a man of principle cannot be moved. And when you are non-negotiable, you can't be, just blown away, right? God wanted you to build the foundation over the past few years. And some people went below the surface of the earth and you built the foundation because now it can't be shook. There are things, I don't know what's going, I don't have like, I got the top secret intel, okay? You could get, freaking clowns. I don't know what's going to happen. But you will see. And there's going to be something that happens that's going to show you. See, there are things that people might believe one thing or another, or this is good, and something happens, and their whole world will collapse. I told you this. This teaching will never go away. For all the spiritual bypassers that are out there, all the fake ones, all roads lead to I am. This is our Independence Day. This is our freedom. And these are our everyday lives. So I appreciate each and every one of you. We all feel the energy is palpable right now. Click subscribe, because if there are some magical events that do happen, I will be live to talk about them, as I did last week. Very powerful stuff on the channel. Really watch yesterday's lesson, because when you are breaking free of the matrix, it's going to cost you all of your old life. All of the old life has to go bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the old life, and all of the people, things, and situations that were attached to that old existence of you. Now you are the leader of the country. Now you are the leader of the new earth. Do you understand? And this is how we have to be. But you were given something called persecution implants, which has happened to the beautiful empaths and truthful divine masculine and feminine of the world. Persecution implants, right? Where they try to make you feel like you were wrong and you were bad. You got to rip this stuff out of the brain. Get it out of the brain. Get it out of the subconscious. You are the leader. And we are the ones that we've been waiting for. 144, right? It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. It's a code. These are the codes. And I hope I gave you the activational codes that you needed to really rise up in power today. We're rising up in power. So I love each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful for the community support. This is an authentic channel. I'm one man doing this. Everyone that hits the like button, everyone that clicks subscribe today, I appreciate that. And if you're really interested in improving your life, really check out these recent videos. Some will pop up here. Go to the channel page, check them out. We could connect on Facebook. The link is in the description. We have a tremendous Facebook community. I post all day long on Facebook as well. We got TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. Sharing is caring. Share the videos. It's time to rise. It's time to declare our independence. The process of individuation is complete. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Because there is no finish line. Regardless of what you see, whether good, bad, or indifferent, there is no one thing that you could finally say, I can rest. There is no finish line. You will constantly evolve. You will constantly change, and the world will constantly change. There is no retirement. Retirement means to put away. You are not a human battery, a cog for the system, for the matrix. You're a soul. Now take back your soul. Take back your independence. I love you guys so much. I love all the support. I really appreciate you all. All right. Bye for now.